everybody, this is Sister Omi. I hope everyone's doing well. This reading is for the sign of Taurus. That's Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. This is a general read. It's a preview for 2026. And so we want to see what the ancestors, the message they have for you. So I'm going to pull a card to represent an ancestor that will be speaking in this reading. This is going to be a brief overview, like I said, or a preview for 2026. So let's see. Okay, you got the King of Staves. Wow, okay, so we got some fire here talking, right? King of Wands, if you're not familiar with with staves. Okay, so the King of Wands here is speaking. The King of Wands is like, okay, we got to get some fire. Fire is needed here, right? Some passion, some drive. All those things are what's happening here with this king. So this King of Wands here is like, it could have been a father figure, a grandfather. In fact, it could be a figure in your family that you may not even know. But we're really talking about the energy here of the King of Staves, or if you're more familiar with Wands. Let me adjust this. Let me see. Okay, that's better, right? Yeah, now you can see the whole card. Okay, so this is about having a successful year. You know, the King of Wands is very powerful. They're a leader, very business savvy, shrewd, calculating. They command respect. And what I feel here, that they're coming here for you to step into your leadership skills, rebuilding structures, or if there's a certain project that you're working on now, you need that fire energy. So you just may need some type of boost, all right? Also something that is going to promote peace. So if you're into maybe crystals like a rose quartz, you could use like a rose quartz to like help calm that fire down, because you're going to be, this is, to me, is saying that this is indicating that you may be taking on too much, and you may need to learn to delegate as you're building or implementing new structures. Okay, so that's the energy of this King of Staves, or Wands, however you want to look at it. It's fire, okay? All fire here. So what is their message? Let's see. They have another special message for you, Taurus. Now let's see. Oh, wow, look at this. The plan or the goal is here. They want to set you up for success. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is, I'm feeling like with their king, you know, they build structures. However, they can take on too much. So you may need to delegate, because there's other things that you need to focus on that's going to lead to success. Let's see what the chakra message is. Now more could be coming. Let's see. What are you building? Ooh, here, yes. We got the crown chakra meditation. And I feel the meditation is going to be prevalent. Like I said, all that fire. So there's going to be a need to calm that fire through meditation. Like I said, if you're into crystals, maybe a rose quartz, or looking into more about your connection with the Most High, God, your angels, your ancestors, Buddha, Muhammad, whatever you're into, okay? You could also, if you're like into crystals, you could use an amethyst, a diamond, I'm just saying. More connection even with that, like your angels, your ancestors. Um, and take time to meditate on the nature of the universe, prayer, learn something new. This is beyond ego. So I feel this is really wanting you to expand in the sense that, since, this chakra is really about the brain, so meditation and focus and things like that would be very good. And, making sure you're drinking water. What types of foods are you eating? Things like that. This is all coming into play because this year, 2026, you really want to be able to take care of yourself, right? You really want to do that. So, it's going to be, there is a need, I would say, for, with all this fire, and probably all this, you got the fire, you got the sun, which is fire, all this going on, there's going to be a need for you to take time for calm. Maybe even take some time for like fasting. Now, fasting is different for everybody. I mean, you could have a day you just want to fast from technology, or, fast with your foods, whatever works for you, okay? So this meditation here, this is, maybe you've been feeling blocked from source. And maybe this too, source, you need to think of the sun, raw energy, universal energy. If you've been feeling blocked, that's why the meditation would be very good. And maybe this is why they want you to, with the King of Staves, because they tend to take everything on and don't know how to delegate, or maybe sometimes prioritize certain things, what's more important, what I need to do now, versus trying to juggle, a whole lot of balls in your hand. So maybe there's a sense that you've been feel blocked from source. So some of those things you need to put down. Eating, and then like integrate like grapes, blueberries, garlic, things like that into your diet. Okay. All right. So just food for thought. Okay. Like I said, this is an overview. All right. So let's get a message from the angels and ancestors. Let's see. What is the message? Love is the message I bring to you. Oh, here we go. Wow. I love this. Okay, because maybe this is part of the reason you've been feeling like you have to do everything yourself. Your guardian angel wants you to know that you are not alone. And this is why they want you to connect more with meditation. This is allowing you to connect more with your higher self. Okay? So keep that in mind as you're going through your daily tasks, things that are coming up. They want you to know you're not alone, know that they're with you. And what happens, like really with meditation, fasting and things, it kind of leaves you open. So even prayer, I'm going to add prayer. Prayer is like asking for like the calmness of mind. And then when you go into meditation, you get the answer as to what you need to do, okay? And to be able to hear, you have to be quiet. So however that works for you, because some people believe moving meditation also, like yoga or even going outside, walking in nature with no headset, no music, because I know I gotta have my music so I can, be stepping and, So, whatever works for you. All right. So let's see. What's coming up here? 1 second. All right. Taurus, sun, moon, rising. So if you're new to my channel, or if you've never been here before, I welcome you. Please like, share, subscribe, and give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the reading. Okay, let's see. Oh, here we go. Wow. We have the artist and creativity. Let's dig a little deeper into that artist creativity, because ultimately I feel this is why I feel that there's so much that you have to offer, and there's so much that you probably want to create. I mean, that fire, that's all creation, right? Creativity. So there's an ancestor in your realm, and it could, like I said, this King of Staves could be a very creative energy. And there's something that you are here to manifest artistically, okay? So the act of manifesting artistic expression requires you to listen closely to what inspires you, and then take the necessary steps to see your vision through to completion. Wow, that definitely sums up what I was saying about, prayer, meditation, taking that time, maybe delegating, and really tap into what inspires you. That king, that fire, the fire is already there. You have someone in your lineage that you know, or maybe you don't know, and they're reaching out. When artistic expression manifests itself in the physical realm, it has been distinct. It has the distinct possibility of inspiring others. The artist's ancestor that is uh, uh, bidding behind a cloak of fear and self-consciousness is willing to support you in this endeavor, as long as you're willing to allow them free reign. What it what is it that inspires you? What blocks you from following through? What are your fears that so far have prevented you from making art? What stories do you keep telling yourself that inhibit your passionate expression of artistic legacy? As you identify these fears, know that the best way to overcome them is through taking risks and going for it. If you already have considered, if you already consider yourself an artist, what has stopped you from moving your creative expressions further out into the world? It's time to honor those urgings, to seek the support of the ancestors seek support of the ancestors for taking these risks, and consistently set aside time to act on those internal promptings. After all, what do you have to lose? Wow. I think that kind of sums everything up, right? Okay, we even think the sun, power, strength, energy, and meditating is really focusing that energy. Okay, no, you're not alone. There's something here that you have to create. So there's some habits that are going to have to change, like maybe stop taking on so much, delegating things to allow you time to take time to meditate on the things that you want to manifest. Take time for meditation to focus on the things that you want to create. So Taurus, I see this as a very, very beautiful reading, or a message going into 2026. Okay, this is your year to create, and it will be successful. But woo, Sally. All right, let's see. Now it's funny. Now at the top, I was going to get an extra message. I'm gonna put it back in. Now if it comes out, it was meant to be. We have the Lovers. Maybe you want to work on creating a new relationship, or improving the relationship you have, or some of the relationships you have. I'm just saying. So let's get an additional message, and I'm going to close this out. Like I said, this is just a preview, okay? So let's see. The Hermit. Yeah. Okay. So the Hermit energy here is like they want you to focus. I see the focus when you're focusing on that light, focusing on that little light, that fire, that passion, that drive. That's where you need to manage, or I shouldn't say manage, let me take that back. This is what you need to do. Take time, meditation, focus on what it is that you want to create. Okay, and that's like, I like the way this is kind of like all the darkness in the background, and sometimes you just got to shut things out so you can focus on your passions. Okay, so you need to take time for that. So Taurus, let me know what you think. Please like, share, subscribe, give me a thumbs up. Thank you so much. This is Sister Omi. Peace.